First, we're going to put our trusty little screw back in the table. If you want to put a screw in your table, make sure your mom doesn't find out about it, or just get a block of wood. This is going to be my second attempt at wire weaving, again without watching anyone's tutorial, because I don't want people to say, oh, you took their idea. So that way, this is showing how if you're against learning from others, you'll get very far in life. So this time I'm going to cut some slightly bigger ones just in case I need the extra wire. So this one is like about 17 inches, and I'll just make 2 of them. Because I don't really learn from my mistakes, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. But this time it's not going to surprise me that when I try to weave 4 strands together into a basic braid, one of them ends up getting left out and it turns into a regular 3-strand braid like last time. So this time I'm just going to put 1 strand aside on purpose, just so I'm not surprised. So I say to that strand, I know what game you're playing and I beat you to it. So I put these two ends of the 2 strands together to make sure I can find the very middle of both of them. And then I'm going to wrap this into like just a simple loop for like the top of the bale. So not too big. That's good. Okay. And I'm just going to twist it twice just to be safe. And then I'm going to put it right over this little screw so I can pull tight. And I'm going to start braiding these guys. Now I'm going to take... Somebody said you can braid 4 strands, you just got to use a different pattern. And I said to them, stop trying to teach me, because I don't believe in learning from others. I believe in learning, actually not learning from my own mistakes. This is the anti-learning video. All right, so anyway, we have our strands here. So what we're going to do is start... This guy's going to be left out. We're going to move him out there, get out of the way. And we're going to start braiding these. How do you braid? I forget. I think you put this one in the middle. You just keep putting the outer one in the middle, back and forth, right? For guys who have never braided anyone's hair, this is how you do it. And, right? So, in the middle. And I'm going to try and make this a little... All right. I think you have to pull it all the way out to the side to really get it. So it's a... Right? What am I doing? I don't even know what's happening here. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to put my fingernail down and try to make it a nice... Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling it now. All right. That's like a nice loopy pattern, right? It's good to be loopy when you want to succeed. So I'm going to write a book about how loopy people make it, and non-loopy people just don't know the way. Oh, this is relaxing. I'm just looping back. Look at how nice that's coming out. It's a little bit looser than before, but I feel like that looseness is going to allow it to grab the stone better. Some other people suggested looseness might help it grab the stone better, but I'm not taking advice, so I'm saying that I came up with that idea. All right. I'm just feeling this, enjoying it, enjoying this nice winter morning. Wait, that one there? Okay, so this one goes next. Okay. And we'll just keep going like this. Ugh, this takes so long. I don't know how people have the patience for this. I guess some people say it relaxes them. I think they're just saying that. But I think I'm getting it pretty even by just doing this pattern where I pull it, I wrap it, and I make it get a nice curve, and then I pull it all the way to the other side, it's almost like swimming. It's like a nice same motion. And I do the same thing this way. Pull it that way, and then I swing it back to the middle. I press down and let the curve form. See, I'm pressing and letting the curve form around my finger as it comes all the way back up like that. And I do the same with this one. I pull it tight, and then I wrap. See that? And by doing that, I'm getting it pretty even. So that makes me a little bit happy. Okay, so I've gotten this to about maybe 6.5 inches. And I still have about 3 inches, 2.5 inches of each of these 3 strands to wrap to finish it off. So I don't want to go any further because I might need to use those to secure somewhere. And then I have this long guy left over, and he's going to fill in wherever needed, to tighten up and secure things. So let's see what stone this would be good with. Yeah, I think this red jasper would be pretty nice. It's got some pretty banding in there. So you can get a really good look at that. And I love how red and copper just go so well together. So let's take this off of here. Oh, it's stuck. Uh-oh. What are we gonna do? Oh no. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So this is the top, the front. So let's start with the loop right here. What are we gonna do? Well, we're just gonna wrap this around like a shawl. Like this is a person his one arm and then his shawl. His arm is draped around this shawl. So he wants to stay warm, but not too warm. He wants to be stylish, or she. So she's gonna wrap her arm around, across her chest like this. Feel the warmth, right? But in a diagonal way, right? So coming down like this, we're pressing it tight against the stone with all our fingers. We're using all our fingers. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna come around up or down? I think I like this diagonal pattern. I want to copy it again. I think we're gonna come around down again. So we're just spiraling around the stone. So far, nothing super impossible or difficult. We're gonna come around. Now we have a lot of this tapestry left to do something pretty with. I think now we'll come up diagonally the other way. I don't want to cover too much of the stone, but that puts us right at the end of our wire. We're going to pinch these three, and we're going to wrap them around this loop like a scarf. The shawl went around the whole body, and now this scarf at the top is going to wrap around her neck. Very nice and neat. We'll stack the wraps like this. Keep the strands side by side so they don't cross over each other. Look how pretty. See that? Oh yes. Marvel at the beauty. There we go. Ooh, I think we can go around one more time. Just enough. We're using all our wire. No waste. No waste. And we'll come in the back here. And we'll get our really awesome cutters that somebody gifted to us. It's the only tool we have that's not like from Walmart. And cut these halfway across the loop so we can tuck them neatly. We'll get these really, really inexpensive pliers that are from Walmart. And we'll just pinch each of these into the bowl created by the scarf. Tuck them in, shove them in deep. Boom, they're gone. Now, this is nice, right? But it's not super secure because the stone can slide right out of here. And these guys, you don't have any cross wires to hold everything in place. That's where this extra arm is going to come in. He's the hero now. He's going to save the day. So first thing he's going to do is thread through here. Put him right through. Doesn't matter exactly where you put him through, but that looks like a good spot. So you're going to thread him through there. Try not to get him to kink. If you see like a little loop forming that's getting tighter and tighter, there you don't want it could turn into a kink. So you got to kind of bend it out before you pull it any tighter. Okay, so he's there, right? Now we could keep going, but to really secure him right here, we're going to come around one more time. This is where we got to be careful not to kink again. 20 gauge is a little rough. If you had thinner gauge, this kind of threading would be easy. But we just want to make a nice, big, wide loop and just pull that loop tight, just like we're threading a wire. And at the very end, it'll start to yank everything out of place. So you got to be gentle, go little tiny pulls so you get it really tight. See, I'm pulling, but I'm also pressing down because if I just pulled, it would yank all this it would mess up that whole beautiful tapestry. So there you go. See that? Now, I could do some pretty curly cues with this guy, but I mean the tapestry is so pretty as it is. I don't want to overdo it. Plus, we want at least some of the stone to show. So I'm just going to do the same thing right here. I'm just going to thread him through here. Whoops. See, that's already pretty tight. I'm going to pull it, give it a little tug to pull it off the stone about 0.5 millimeter, just so I can get the wire under there. There we go. And again, we want. See how the loop is forming. Is it going to snag? Is it going to turn into a kink? No, it looks pretty good. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Gentle. Pull it tight. Pull it tight. I'm pressing with my thumb this time right here. Pull it tight. Pull it tight. Good. Continue our way around the stone. It's a very different stone. I mean, a different wrap. I only saw it in my head. I wasn't sure it would work, as usual. So I'm trying to decide now where. I think I want to grab it two places because this is where the stone could really slip out if it gets snagged. You know, if somebody rubs all this out of the way, the stone could fall right out of the bottom. So I want to get a double. So I'm going to come through here in the back, pull that tight. So now we have one coming around right there, and then I'm immediately going to come around there. So now we're really grabbing it all around there. So this one we'll put through here. Just lift up on it a little bit. Your fingernail if you don't want to use the pliers. There we go. It's going in. Grab it, thread it, pull it, press and pull at the same time until you get it tight. Moist and tight. See, that pulled that out of place a tiny bit. I didn't want to mess that up. That loop is now not as smooth as it was. Okay, I think we're okay. So now we have we can even do a third wrap around that part, and that will secure it even more. So we'll go right here. We'll go under here like that. Pull it. It's kind of like sewing, weaving. I don't know what we're doing. And now we're just going to come straight up the back, because this is another part that's not secure. This could pop right off the stone. See how this whole little section right here could just pop off the top of the stone. So we want to grab it, make it secure. So we're going to come straight up, wrap around a couple times. Just let it go into the crevices already made by the scarf. And that's secure enough now. That's done. But we have a little bit left over. Do we want to do anything with it? This is different. I kind of like how these are kind of wavy and this is just too straight. I'm going to give him a little crimp just for the design. He doesn't need it for this. I just feel like it's kind of cool. Grab the stone from every which way. Make sure he's secure every possible way. I really think he is. I'll just go down one more time just to be extra sure. Come through here. Maybe come through there because I have a little bit more to play with. And, you know, why not? So there we go. Careful, I was pulling that a little tight. I don't want to pull it out of place. And then I'm going to come around again. Yeah, see that right there? Okay, now I'm seeing this spot right here. That's pulling away from the stone that way. Now, normally that's totally strong enough. If I pull it this way, it's good. But I have this wire to work with. I want to get it extra secure. I'm going to come over the top in front and come around that one. And that way, I'm coming from another angle. Every time you come from another angle with a wire, you're probably going to secure your stone better. And I have just enough left just to get it tucked in the bowl again where the other three were tucked. So they're all together. All four sharp ends are together, nestled in the nest like a little family. You can even throw a dabble of E6000 if you're worried about that coming out. But if you shove them in deep enough, they'll probably never come out. And give an extra tug. It's really secure. Make sure everything's in the place we want it. It's pressed. It's nice. It's neat. Looks like a little Fabergé egg. It's different. I hope you guys think it's something. I don't know. It's a little bit crazy. A little bit wild. Let's give it some jump rings. And then put it on a pretty cord or chain. And we will be done. An olive green cord adds a nice different touch too.